Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying what you're reading. The book I'm going to review for this session is called The Look by Michelle Obama. Yeah, I know. Right. This is later in the day, so it's a little easier. Anyways, as you can tell, this is it's a coffee table book. And it's all about Michelle Obama's looks. From her time, mainly in her time in the White House, her most notable ones, to actually up until fairly recent, actually. Um, I'll give you the blurb inside, and then I will go from there. In this sunny journey through her style evolution, from the moment she entered the public eye during her husband's U.S. Senate campaign, through her time as the first black first lady, and today as one of this country's most influential figures, Michelle Obama shares how she uses the beauty and intrigue of fashion to draw attention to her message. Featuring the voices of Meredith Coupe, Obama's trusted stylist, as well as her makeup artist Carl Ray, hairstylist Yene Demata, Nigeri Broadway, and many of the designers who have dressed Obama for notable events. The look brings readers behind the scenes not only to reveal how our most memorable looks came together, but also to tell a powerful story of how we present ourselves. Obama's intimate and candid accounts illuminate how her approach to dressing has evolved through her life, from the colorful sheath dresses, cardigans, and brooches she wore during her time as First Lady, to the bold suits, denim, and braids of her post-White House life, and all the active looks and beautiful gowns in between. In the look, Michelle Obama explores the joy and purpose of fashion and beauty, and how, when wielded with grace and care, they can uplift and affirm the values one holds most dear. Confidence, she concludes, cannot be put on, but when you're wearing something that's intentional or beloved, clothing can make you feel like the best version of yourself. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5. The main reason being is the fact that for a lot of the photos in here, she does not mention what she's wearing. And honestly, that's the main reason of my book, because I wanted to know what she's wearing. There are a lot of photos where you do know, but there's quite a few, let's say, like the state occasions where you don't know, but there's a back glossary. I think that's what it's called. I have to check. Designer and photograph credits. So you get to find out what she's actually wearing. I'm sure you can probably look them up. But overall, I really liked it. It was really interesting how she intentionally chose things. And also her stylist has a chapter. I think the thing that really threw me off, as I think I just wanted to really look at the pictures, and the pictures are absolutely gorgeous. And I highly recommend it if you like anything about fashion, anything to do with fashion, like if you've read any of the stylist books of royals, how royals dress and that sort of thing. I'd highly recommend this one. If you're a big fan of Michelle Obama, I'd also recommend it. It's her third book, and this one, and it's fun to read. It's fun to look at her style, how it has evolved since 2004, when she entered the public space. Really, it is a big book. It's very heavy. It's very square. And it only comes in at 300 pages or so, but I would say it is very cumbersome just to read. It's great if you just want to sit down and read it. It's kind of cumbersome. Other than that, it's a great book looking at style evolution, especially over, I would say, probably a good 12 years, if not longer. how she's changed her style into a style that's more her. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate her honesty. I know I'm not exactly the most fashionable person that you've seen on here, but whatever. I do like the odd occasion, odd fashion book, and the odd, yeah. So that was The Look by Michelle Obama. I highly recommend it if you're into photography and also just fashion in general. And yeah, really good. It's a really good book, but it's really heavy. It's really awkward to read. I think you have to take time to sit down and read it. It's one of those that you can't just kind of flip through, unfortunately. And I kind of did. It's really short to read. Like, there's not a lot of text, but there's a lot of pictures. And it's really interesting seeing how her, not only her clothing, but also her hair has changed. She spent a chapter on her hair. Because for Black women, it is apparently very, very important. And as you can see, I do this same old thing every single day, no matter what. Well, except when you're bald. Kind of can't do anything. Or growing in your hair, as I well know. But any case, I really like this one quote they have on the back. It's from the introduction. This book is a celebration of fashion, but more importantly, I hope it is a celebration of confidence, identity, and authenticity, and an inspiration to think deeply about how we choose to define style and beauty. And I think that's true. I think we have to redefine beauty and style and anything. It's true. The saying that is true. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What is beautiful for one person may not be beautiful for another. So that was The Look by Michelle Obama. I hope you can pick it up. I'd recommend, if you can, pick it up at a library and see if you actually like it, unless you're a huge, huge fan. It is quite expensive. In the US, it retails for over $50. It retails for $50. And in Canada, it's $66. So unless you're a huge, 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 huge fan of fashion or Michelle Obama, I would probably recommend borrowing it from the library. Get a card, they're free, they're usually free. I'd recommend a paper copy because it's the best way, and I don't know if there is an e-copy, but in any case, I would just recommend it because you can kind of flip through it. Anyways, yeah, that was The Look by Michelle Obama. And if you like what you've seen in her today, please stop by and look at some of the other videos I have for a variety of other books. And please like and subscribe if you so choose to. Also share some of these videos if you want to people who might be interested. Also check out my links. I'm on Storygraph and Goodreads where you can check out what I'm reading currently and how far I am in that reading. If you want to and join me in any challenges I have ongoing there. I have one called Read Your Shelves on Storygraph that you can join at any time. You just have to be able to read, I think it's 12 books from your own shelves, and there are particular I just wanted that it's something you've bought, that you've got before December 1st of 2025, and it's something that you own. So it can't be from a library, can't be borrowed from a friend, that sort of thing. It can be any format you choose to do, but it has to be from your own personal shop. So if you're interested, I've got a link to my Storygraph account, which probably will show what challenges I'm involved in, and it's called Read Your Shelves. And I'm sure you can Google it. You can search for it on the Storygraph site there. Anyways, and I hope to be giving you another video fairly soon. And for now, happy reading.